Hi, I'm Sam.
I'm Randi.
I'm Phil.
And you're watching Word of Mouth.
What does age matter when people love each other?
I wonder how tragically often that has been said.
It's true.
Look at me, Daphne, look at me. Kindly, clearly, and honestly. Look at the lines in my face. Look at my eyes.
You're not so very old.
I didn't say I was so very old, Daphne. I merely said, look at me.
I saw Present Laughter with Victor Garber.
Gary Essendine is an aging actor, somewhat aging. I mean, you know, he claims to be in his mid-40s. He's really in his early 50s. And it's, as they say in the play, he's sort of the sun, and all of his friends and business partners are the constellations that kind of move around him.
It's also have a hard time because women are always trying to seduce him. And that comes a problem for him. And if he gets to a point where not a woman, but some other type of person is trying to seduce him.
There's some mistresses tossed around. There's his hilarious European maid and his rude butler and some crazy obsessed fan of his. And it's sort of him dealing with everybody else, but expecting them to all cater to him, and he doesn't want to do anything for himself.
Victor Garber, playing the part of Gary, he's a terrific actor. That he can say so many things. The play goes on with that kind of humor, one after another.
He's really knockout. I mean, you get the sense, and they talk about it in the play, that Gary is always performing for the people in front of him, and you really sense that. The only time he's not is the few moments when he's alone on stage. He really doesn't know what to do because he's not performing for anybody. But he really, really suits this character.
Victor Garber is good-looking, talented, suave, funny, timing is perfect. I think as far as the role was concerned, he completely nailed it.
Harriet Harris was Monica, and she was one of my favorite characters on stage. She plays Gary's secretary, and she's not a rude person, but she's a bitter, sarcastic person.
This part was pretty much written for her, even though I'm sure she wasn't alive when it was written. This is pretty much the consummate role that I've actually seen her play before in some other parts.
Brooke Ashman-Scatz plays the part of Roland. He is funny. He is funny. He plays a part who was all over the stage. The jumping, doing this, and shaking people. He's very theatrical. He's very lively, and he steals the scenes.
Liz is played by Lisa Baines, and she's probably my favorite actor, actually, in the whole show. She just has a really marvelous air of confidence about her, and she just fit the part perfectly.
She had a lot of personality. I liked watching her act, and I liked when she came on stage. It was refreshing, and I looked forward to her coming back onto stage a lot.
The real stars of this show are the set and the clothes. This was my favorite part of the show. I was looking at the shoes the whole time the women were walking across the stage. Like, wow, those shoes are awesome.
It's a Noel Coward play. It's reeking of his style with the kind of almost farcical encounters, people opening doors and maybe catching something that they're not supposed to see happening.
Remind me something of a Marx Brothers movie where one's in, one's out, person's meeting, shouldn't meeting, going in the room, coming back. Is one of those jumbles, but it all works out in the end. It's a very, very funny story.
I was intimidated by the 2.5-ish hour play, but it moved really fast, and I appreciated that. It was a little bit dated because it's from the 30s, but I think it was presented very well, and there were still things to relate to.
The last 20 minutes of this play were some of the most entertaining I have ever spent in the theater. Everything that came before that was insufferable. I literally wanted to leave. Seriously. By the time the third act came, I enjoyed that for what it was, but I felt like it was just not soon enough.
It was very, very entertaining. I would recommend it to anybody.
I wouldn't recommend it to people my age because I think, like I said, it's a little bit dated, but I think maybe my parents and my mom loved it. But my parents and my grandparents, I think it's more their vintage of a show.
I would not recommend this play to my friends because I Although I think they would enjoy the last act, I don't think they would enjoy having to sit through the first two sets to get to that last act.
Anybody who loves Noel Coward, anybody who never read Noel Coward or saw his other plays, go see this because you will laugh.
Every play you appear in is exactly the same. Superficial, frivolous, without the slightest intellectual significance. You have a great following and a strong personality, and all you do is prostitute yourself. Every night of your life.